Good morning, YouTube family and friends. Hope you had a great week. My week was busy, busy. Whew, yeah, I'm in a new position. Well, kind of in the transition of a new position at work. I don't think I talked about that last week. I got a promotion right before I left on my cruise. It was effective 11/1, so I'm finally in an accountant position. I'm a corporate accounting specialist. Woohoo! Been wanting one of these spots for ever since I graduated my master's degree back in 2014 in accounting. So been a very long journey, very patient journey, but I'm so busy right now because I can't transition out of my current role of lead AP specialist because the person taking over is with another company that we don't officially collaborate with well, until January 1st. So my replacement can't really take over, and though we're working together now, she can't actually take over the duties until January 1st. So still doing my job while I'm learning another job and starting to take over some tasks on the other job. So so busy, so stressful, and it's really stress can affect your generalized myasthenia gravis. So yeah, but anyway, today is Saturday, November 16th, 2024. And this is week 34 results of being back on Mounjaro. And I got some updates for you folks this week. Uh, I sent the letters I got from the Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance company about they received the appeal from the ENT doctor about my Inspire medical device I want implanted to replace my CPAP. No, it was denied, but then it was approved. It was so confusing. The insurance company is so confusing. But so I sent what I got in the mail to the ENT office, and they got back to me stating that it was partly approved and partly declined. The device itself, the power source, the little device that looks like a pacemaker that goes underneath the skin, and the two wires that leads up that goes from the device up through the neck to connect to the back of the tongue muscles to give it the stimulation to move forward when you sleep. That part was approved, but actually getting the procedure to implant it was denied. That that don't make sense to me, but the reason it was denied, the NT doctor told me, was because of my weight. Which I knew there was a parameter. You couldn't be so big. Your BMI had to be so at a certain level or below it, and I'm above it. I wasn't when I started this journey back in springtime. So, but that's why it was denied. So yeah, and partly because I'm gaining this weight is because the insurance is declining the Vivgard infusion treatment plan that my doctor wants me to do instead of these steroids, because steroids will make your A1C go up and make you potentially gain weight. And that's what it's doing. So the NT, they did appeal, of course, because I got one letter said they received my appeal. So that's what ENT is going to try to say, is that when I started the process, I was within the parameters of the weight of the BMI. So we'll see what happens. I'm not holding my breath. I told her I'll do my best to try to lose some of this weight, but it's a struggle having this generalized myasthenia gravis and muscle weakness, fatigue. I don't exercise anymore. I'm so afraid of fatiguing my muscles, and I talked about that with my regular doctor because I had my regular doctor's appointment, my primary doctor's appointment this week to get my A1C checked, and I talked to her about it, and she recommended no. I told her no, just by brushing my teeth and shaving. If I do both at the same time, that's why I don't shave that much anymore. That really fatigues my arm. I can brush my teeth and it's not bad, but if I shave right afterwards, if I do both, then I'm constantly moving this arm like this for a good 10, 15 minutes and it gets fatigued. And that's the reason why I don't go to the gym anymore and lift weights and stuff, because I just don't want to fatigue my muscles, even though they say that you need to continue to exercise. It's important to exercise, even having this autoimmune disease. So she recommended that I at least do treadmills. Just do treadmills, get my walking in, get my walk, do walking every day for a while. At least that gives me something. I told her, yeah, I can generally do the stairs at work, but I get really fatigued after I'm done. Even if it's just no, at work, no, there's 2 flights of stairs I can go up on when I go to lunch. And she recommended, well, it's actually only 1 flight, but it's an incline. So, but anyway, I get fatigued, and my primary doctor recommended I don't take stairs if not if possible, take elevators, because I don't want to get fatigued and potentially fall down the stairs, because I get to a point where I'm going upstairs and I lose control of my legs. So she recommended I don't do stairs anymore, which I probably won't follow. No, at least doing the stair gives me some type of exercise at work when I'm sitting at a desk all day. So we'll see. And I'll listen to the doctor, but I don't want to feel like I'm old and frail. So not do stairs at all, even just a flight or two. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm paying for a gym membership that I haven't used for a while. So I'll see if I can get myself go to the gym and at least do the treadmill. And for maybe I can do light weights. Just do very very light weights on the arms or something. Just know my limits. I have to make sure I learn my limits if I do weight training, which I want to get back into. So I lost all the weight between Mounjaro and going to the gym 4 or 5 times a day. Mixing cardio and weightlifting. I lost a lot of weight. I got down to 210 at one point. So I was over 300 pounds. So I want to get back into that. But anyway, okay, let's get to the results. My A1C, it has gone up. Uh, it was really really good. It's actually kind of low at one point. It was 4.6 and still in good range. It's really good still, but it went from 4.6. Now it's up. This last was 5.2, so it went up zero point 0.6, and that's not much, and still in good range. But my doctor is concerned because my weight's gone up, and she said I haven't been on the steroid long enough for it to actually have any influence on my A1C, my blood sugar level. And she knows, given that my dose of steroid is only going to go up. Right now, I'm at 15 milligrams. Well, starting tomorrow, I'll go up to 20 milligrams. And then I level off there for a little bit and see how it goes. And there's a good chance I'll go up even higher on that. So she said, given that and the fact that my A1C did go up already, and she says not because of the steroid jet. She did agree to move me up on Mounjaro. I've been at 5.0. She is moving me up to 7.5. So she is moving me up. But we're not going to start 7.5 quite yet. I just got a new refill of 5.0, and I have 8 syringes of 5.0 and 1 syringe of 2.5. So what we decided on is I'll use the 5.0 for a few more weeks to use some of it more up. Then when I'm ready, I have to let her know, send her a message on my chart to say, go ahead and send in a prescription for 7.5. And then I can either use up the 5.0 doses that I have, or I can just go ahead and jump on 7.5 and leave the 5.0 doses as backup. And I think that's what I'm going to do, because even though I just got it refilled at 5.0, she said new prescriptions don't matter. The insurance will still cover it because it's a new prescription. So I think I changed my mind on that. I think I'm going to send her a message. So next week she'll go ahead and send in a prescription for the 7.5, and I'll just get that filled now, because I know 7.5 can be harder to get. The higher doses can be harder to get of Mounjaro, and so I'm just going to leave the 5.0s. Once I get my 7.5 dose syringes, I'm just going to leave the 5.0s as my backup. In this case, there's ever a point where it's hard to get to 7.5. I know I have at least 5.0 doses as backup to it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But for this week, I am just going to do the 5.0. Next week, I'll start 7.5. What I'll do is I'll take that 2.5 syringe that I have and a 5.0 syringe. I'll just take them. I'll take them out at the same time, one after the other. Give me the 7.5, and that's what she recommended me doing as well. So we'll start 7.5 next week. I'm just glad because she's really, and she even talked about that. She's like, you're really making me struggle with this because she did not want to move me up because my A1Cs have been so good, and do she doesn't prescribe Mounjaro for weight loss. It's strictly for her patients. She will only do it if you have diabetes, which I do have diabetes, so of course. So, but she says you have extenuating circumstances. So especially with my liver. I have liver cirrhosis from non-alcoholic fatty livers, and it's really, really important for me to keep my diabetes under control, keep my weight under control, to try to keep my liver healthy as long as possible. It's scarred, but it's still doing its job. So we want to make sure it continues to do its job as long as possible. I was diagnosed with it about 5 years ago, so I'm 5 years into a diagnosis of liver cirrhosis, and medium medium range of survival is, or to needing liver transplant is 12 years roughly. It can go up to 15 to 20 years depending on how severe your case is. And my liver is really scarred, but it's still working fine. It's not showing signs of struggling yet. So we want to keep it that way. So she said, given all this, she was willing to move me up on Mounjaro. So yeah, I have a really good doctor. And we talked about my frustrations with the insurance company. And she's like, yeah, see what we go through? See what us doctors go through? It's like, I know. Insurance companies need to stay out of the doctor's office. Government needs to stay out of the doctor's office. It should be between your doctor and yourself, your treatment course. And insurance, government should not dictate the type of treatment that you get. So yeah, that's a whole other story. Look my eye, my left eye. Yeah, it's been like that last week. Yesterday at work, I was so stressed at work yesterday, and it's carried over to today. So, but anyway, okay. So let's go ahead and get to this. I'll go ahead and give you my weight before I do my blood sugar and take my Mounjaro, because I know a lot of you just come for my weight. I stepped on a scale this morning. Last week I was at 239, which was a 2 pound weight gain. Well, same case. Today I stepped on a scale. I was 241, which is 2 pound weight gain from last week. So I am overall for these 34 weeks. I'm +5. I've gained 5 pounds overall from being back on Mounjaro, but it's mainly due to I had lost 11 pounds at one point being back on Mounjaro, but then I started to develop symptoms of the autoimmune disease and muscle fatigue, and I was just getting tired all the time, which started to affect me going to the gym. So I wasn't officially diagnosed with the GMG until July, this last July. So yeah, so I contributed all to that. But it's better than the scale. The doctor's office had my weight at 246. Of course, when I weigh here in the morning, I'm just in my underwear. So at the doctor's office, I'm fully clothed, and even though I wore light clothes, I wore my flip flops, I wore stuff that was light, but still, you always weigh more at doctor's office because you have more stuff on. You have stuff in your pockets. So, but the doctor's office had me at 246. My scale has me at 241. So my official weight, I go by my scale, so I'm at 241. Oh my god, I'm in the 240s. All this weight, all this work I did over the last few years to lose that damn weight, I'm in the 240s again. That sucks. But okay, let's do my blood sugar. So I got my little wipey thing. Oh, the doctor did notice that I was shaky. She says I got steroid shakes. I never heard of that before, but she says yes, people who are on steroids can get shaky, and I do have the shakes. And I didn't notice I was shaking. I thought I was fine at the doctor's office, but she went to do to check my breath. No, in the back. No, I take a deep breath when she has it on the back and then in the front, and then afterwards she said, you got the shakes. I was like, I do? I didn't notice it. So she says yes. And she says common for people who are on a steroid that to get the shakes. So I got the shakes. And I did. All right. So put that in there. Get some blood. All right. That wasn't bad. It wasn't bad because it didn't poke it really. Okay. Try this again. No wonder why it didn't hurt. That's bad. Still nothing. It's not enough. What's going on with my fingers? Why am I not bleeding today? I'm gonna try a different finger. Okay. I get some more good blood flow to it. Come on, blood. There we go. Now I got blood. There we go. Go down to fasting. Okay, 96. So I told her last week it was 98, so I went down to 96. Now I told her when I used to check my blood in the morning, it was in the 70s and 80s, and now it's in the 90s to low 100s, mostly 90s. So that coincides with it going up 0.6. So at least I'll take 90s fasting. You know, when you first get up in the morning, fasting blood sugar in the 90s for someone who's type 2 diabetic, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Oh, but we want to keep it that way. All right. So that's all done. So the only thing left I have here is to take my Mounjaro shot. So here we go. Again, for those who have never done it before, it stays unlocked. So you want to move it to the unlocked position. Take the protective cap off. You'll see the needle in there. And there's a little driplet in there. Let's see. I did this side last week, so we'll do this side this week. You want to be at least 2 inches away from your belly button. I prefer it in my gut. Some people can do it in the fat part of their arm or in their thigh. So I want to make sure you get to see the little plunger go in. Watch for the little green plunger. Voila. See that second click and you see the green plunger go in and out. So it is done. Okay. No blood, no droplet this time. And that's it, folks. Man, it's 18 minutes. It doesn't take long. I don't feel like I'm talking that much. Why time just goes by fast. So if you made it this far, I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy or get information out of these videos. I know people don't like to watch long videos on YouTube. No, usually if it's longer than a few minutes, people won't watch them. So, but I hope I'm giving you information that you're getting some good value out of, or you're just if you're invested in my journey. No, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy days, out of your weekends or weekdays, whenever you watch this video. I hope you get something out of it, and I appreciate you following me on my journey through my medical journeys of having non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which turned into liver cirrhosis, my diabetes journey, and now this last year, my autoimmune disease journey of generalized myasthenia gravis. And that's why I have a droopy eyelid. So if you like this video, again, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to be informed of future videos, I usually do just one video a week. Sometimes I'll do two. Go ahead and hit that like. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to share it, go ahead and share it. If you have anybody in your family or friend group that's dealing with liver cirrhosis or diabetes or autoimmune disease, the generalized myasthenia gravis, or just regular ocular generalized ocular myasthenia gravis, go ahead and let them know about this video or share this video so they can hopefully get some good information, because that's what I did. When I was first diagnosed with this, I watched so many different YouTube videos, but there wasn't a whole lot of YouTube videos out there on this generalized myasthenia gravis. There's just not a whole lot out there. So I'm hoping to get more information, get more people out there that has this and going through this journey to hopefully create videos yourself. Let people into your journey. It says you just don't know who you can help, or if anything, it lets people know that we're not alone out here. We're not the only ones going through this journey. So, all right, that's all I got for you this week. And don't forget to enjoy life. Tell your loved ones you love them because you just don't know when your time is going to be up. You, yeah, that's all I got. All right, have a good one, folks. Bye bye.